Hello, this is my new GoPro 9. I know this channel that I'm developing is going to be about travel eventually, but from right now during COVID restrictions, I'm going to experiment and learn how to use this GoPro. And what I've purchased is a GoPro 9 Hero, and that's what I'm filming on at the moment, just with a extendable selfie stick. So let's experiment and see what the quality of video and sound is on a normal walk. This is just down a street near me, and I'm going to go into the bush and give this GoPro a little bit of a challenge, and just see how it films in the more lower lights and shadow areas. And right now we're in the sun. Like, as you can see, we're on the street as we're going out. And there's the distance there. So let's test this out a little bit faster and continue to walk and explore and see how we go. At the same time, I get a bit of exercise too whilst I'm testing it out. Oh look, someone's painted their tree with a little gnome house. Bit of a boat. It's a nice little quiet street, this one. Alright, so we're continuing this trip into the this short bushwalk that I'm going to do, just to really give it a run for its money and to see how we end up. It's really nice here. It's a bit of a run around. Usually if I'm using my iPhone X, which I sometimes do filming with, it gets a bit hit and miss when you're walking at a faster speed, and it tends to be a bit blurry sometimes. So I'm hoping that this GoPro 9 will be a bit smoother in the way it actually films. But you're still getting some of that sun glare, which is, yeah, interesting. Let's see how we go. Someone watering their garden early. Right, let's go through this back road area. Well, it's not really a back road. It's a bit of a sneaky way to get to the bush track that I want to go on. They're down here. One thing I like about this GoPro is that you can see where you're filming because you've got the big back screen. But I've noticed what it does, it turns itself off after a period, maybe to save battery time. Not sure. I'm not much of a techno person, but I'm learning. It's funny, when the GoPro back screen goes off, you don't know what you're actually filming. So it could be filming anything for all I know. Alright, so let's test this. Oh yes, you can touch the back of the screen to turn the screen back on if you want to see what you're filming. Let's stop for a minute and do a bit of a 360. See how this films. It's not bad. Where I want to really test this is that there's a bit of a lookout down the end of this track, and I want to get down there and see how the this films the lookout. I figured if I eventually wanted to get a bit more serious about doing some travel blogging, then I had to upgrade my equipment. And I did buy, I noticed that the GoPro website is probably the best place to buy the GoPro because you get a lot of discounts. Where if I buy it from my local supermarkets in Sydney, like the Harvey Normans, the Bing Lees, the Good Guys, it actually works out more expensive. And once you sign up to the GoPro website, you also get some discounts on purchasing other items with your membership, and you get access to some other sort of benefits as well. So that's the reason why I bought it directly from the GoPro website after doing some research. And it came pretty quickly within a couple of weeks, so I can't complain. But I did buy a little bag of accessories from eBay for the GoPro, which are really good. Like I got chest mounts, I've got hat sort of mounts, I've got a whole bunch of other little bits and pieces of connections, and it didn't cost me that much. I should open it up and do another video on that and show you exactly what I purchased from eBay for accessories, and that probably saved me a crap load of money buying sort of the non-GoPro branded accessories but still work with the GoPro as such, I guess you could say. And it's in a nice little carry box, so I'll break that down and show it on another occasion. Let's see how it gets close up to these flowers. Yes, I'm noticing it is affected a little bit by the glare, but I guess you're never going to get rid of glare with cameras of any sort. I didn't take my dogs walking with me this time because I didn't have to watch them with people around me. People walking on this track and me trying to control the dogs whilst I'm trying to learn this. I'm trying to look a little bit faster because I really want to test the quality of walking at that normal bushwalking speed that I walk, to see if the video still comes out clear. As this channel sort of progresses, I have another channel, but that channel is more about psychology with a bit of travel and food thrown in. But this one of my friends on YouTube advised me, going, no Greg, if you're gonna make channels, you got to put niches in them, like specialize in different areas. So I thought, well, I love travel and exploring, so I'll just create a channel purely for that and see how I go. And during this COVID lockdown, it's actually a little bit fun, you know, doing these sorts of videos, because it keeps me occupied, it stops the boredom, and I'm learning new things gradually around video software, video editing. But yeah, well, let's continue to see how we go learning this new piece of technology. I eventually want to buy a drone, but I guess it's one thing at a time. Plus I gotta learn how to steer the bloody things. I bought a cheap drone just to experiment, and it kept crashing on me, so I think I might just get one of those where you can program the where you want it to fly and then come back to you neatly. I don't have to worry about me with my hopeless steering. Well, it looks like a bit glary out there this morning, but let's see how this films anyway. So here, I'm in a place called Mount Riverview, which is in the lower Blue Mountains west of Sydney, Australia. And this is just a little view from where I live in the morning. And there's some lakes over there to the left, and yeah, some estates. And over to the left we have our Hawkesbury area. Further over to the right we move into our Penrith local district area. But yeah, so let's see how this films. So yeah, that's my first test of it, and I'll do some more tests and different styles of filming as I move on. So I wanted to test out the this extender sort of selfie stick that I've actually bought, and just to see how it works and what sort of views I actually get with the GoPro when I do it. So this looks like it extends a fair bit, but you can see from this sort of viewpoint here. And it's not too bad if you're after a good sort of selfie shot, I guess you could say, for a better word. So yeah, it's not bad for a cheap, I guess, GoPro selfie stick. But of course there is better ones that you can buy from the GoPro website. And this one I can see bends a little bit with its lower level quality, but I guess you get what you pay for at the end of the day. So yes, I'll just stop this video, bring it in a little bit. Whoa, I think I lost that video. Here's just a different view of where I am. One thing I'm noticing is that it keeps defaulting me to video when I turn it on, and then trying to adjust it or stop the video with the touch screen doesn't exactly work. Alright, so now I'm actually practicing controlling the GoPro with my iPhone X, Bluetoothing the two of them together using the iPhone from it, and I'm finding that a little bit easier to control. So if I put it on a tripod or something, which I do have to buy a tripod for this, it might actually work a lot better. But the controls in the iPhone make it, or your Android, whatever you're using, make it a lot easier to control the GoPro using the phone controls than trying to constantly touch the screen and do other things within the GoPro 9. Okay, I guess what I'm doing here is I'm going to test the GoPro 9 in a bit more low light. So I'm under the shadow of trees here. It's more about, I just wanted to see what the quality was like filming in the shadows. So let's walk up, see how we go. If it's as good as I'm seeing through the camera lens, then it's actually pretty good quality. But I guess the big test is when you upload it to the TV to actually see what the actual quality is like. Ah, kangaroo in the bush. Hear the thing jumping. Must have spooked him. Don't often see kangaroos here. That was an interesting sight. Sorry I didn't get it on film because it was jumping through the bush. Good old bottle brush. Bottle brush tree. Okay, so let's test this little. I do like some of the features when you're starting to get to know your GoPro. It's not that, for a person that's never touched one of these things before, the user friendliness, especially through the app within the GoPro, is pretty good. And yeah, I'm gonna have to learn to use some of the more advanced features of it. But overall, I would say it's a pretty user-friendly device for a total newbie to this sort of equipment. But anyway, I am heading home now, so talk more later as we edit this video. And if you're starting to, I'm not really asking too many people to subscribe right now, but because I'm still trying to learn and I want to learn how to develop some quality software as I move forward. But if you want to subscribe and you want to hit like, go for it. And hopefully as I move forward and restrictions start to lift in Sydney, I'll start to bring some more better quality as I travel around and explore. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching.